Hello guys, and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Maimuna Adewale, founder of mayade.com, an online modest fashion clothing store. This is my first video here on YouTube, and I thought I'd just do a little introduction, just telling you a little bit about myself and why I decided to start this YouTube channel. So I love sewing, DIY and fashion. All those three things I'm hugely passionate about, and I'm hoping to create videos centered around those three things. So a little background about myself and why I started sewing and making my own garments in the first place. Back in 2012, I decided to make my first ever garment using a commercial pattern that I bought online from Vogue.com. I made that garment out of pure frustration because I found it really hard to find garments that represented me, clothing that represented me and my beliefs in stores. It was so hard for me to shop. A lot of the clothing that I did find in stores, and I'm sure a lot of you who do dress modestly will understand the struggle it is, or that it was back then, to try and find clothing that represented you. A lot of them were either, if I did find a dress, it will be like sleeveless and I will have to find a long sleeve top to wear underneath it, or it may be a beautiful dress but then it's see-through. And another thing, it might have a big slit right down the side of it. So those things were a huge no-no for me, and something that I wasn't going to compromise on. I wasn't going to compromise on my modesty, and I love fashion also, so I wanted to also express myself through fashion. A big thing for me back then was also that the modest clothing that I did find, they were not trendy enough or fashion forward. So I wanted to bring that aspect of it being trendy back into modest fashion, so that the garments that I do make are fashion forward and I don't have to look like I'm, dressed like a grandma, as they would say. Sorry to use that term, but that's how they do describe modest fashion sometimes, as frumpy and kind of like very boring. And I don't want it to be boring at all. So that's why I decided to make my own clothing. I thought enough was enough. I was fed up of having to try and modify these garments in some way. So I decided to buy my first commercial pattern and make my own modest dress. I eventually started learning how to make my own patterns, and I use my own patterns to design my own modest wear too. And that's how mayade.com came about. Now, it took me a long time to convince myself to come onto YouTube. As you can see, I don't know if you can see, I'm kind of very uncomfortable on camera. I don't like being on camera, but I feel like I have a lot more to give, and I want to express myself more and bring more to this industry and teach you guys that if you do want to dress modestly, it is not hard. It's very easy. Also, if you do want to start making your own clothing and sewing modest dresses for yourself, that is very easy too. So I'm hoping to bring that on this channel and teach you how to do that in a fun and easy way. So I'd like you to all go visit my blog online. I have a little bit more about myself on there. I'll put a link in the description bar below of where you can go to see that. I've also have some garments that I've made that I've been making, that I've styled as well and taken pictures of, so please go online and take a look at that. Thank you all for watching this. I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.